stream
believe
for
it
pistol.
or not, a map that ZETA liked a lot last year and had some success
Anything
on,
crazy?
that
Dude,
Team
I
Secret
don't
beat
even
them on
need to
both times
be
they
here for
played on.
champ select
So
and
this is going to be
Ascent.
an uphill battle for
We know
sure
what's
for
happening.
ZETA the rest of the way through today. And to make matters worse, like the desk was just mentioning, it is ZETA on the attacker side.
Zesta on attack,
Which is
Team Secret on
usually
defense.
the harder side of this map.
Yes, yeah, especially in pro play. I mean, it's one of the maps that's been as consistent as possible in terms of which side is slightly favored at the pro level. But like you said, it is a comfort pick for both ZETA and Team Secret.
Look at the comps.
Did defeat them, crushed them in the very first match. But of course, Secret bounced right back. So ZETA cannot underestimate their opponents as they get ready for a site execute. Recon going to go through the spam to
Recon
keep
goes
them tied
in.
up on the side right
Recon
above,
gets
on top
shot.
of quad.
Omen flash goes
Drop
in.
down due to the paranoia, and the flash is perfect.
All
It's
comes
going
down
be
to
the
that
trade
duel.
for
Dep's done
Site
fantastic on
still
this one.
taken over by ZETA as they
Really
have a
nice.
perfect
Dep did
swing
good,
out from
Laz. Hero run to hit the
great
shots.
time
Very,
to
very
push
nice.
Here. Out of the main door, NDG gonna swap to that ghost, has to clear.
I'm expecting
turret as well. Drone making
much
armor. He's gonna
better
drop down,
things.
but he's taken out. Jesse though responds.
Oh, not again. Not like this. Not enough pistol.
And Sugar Zero takes the first contact. It's gonna be just enough health for Uran to also pop
All good.
out.
And again, the only reason that Zeta kind of got wrecked was just the misunderstanding in terms of how to play Icebox. Ascent, we know is a map they can play, so it would be much different.
The previous map where there's some teamwork here. I mean, everybody's kind of, look at that. They're all looking at different angles. They're all covering their bases where they need to be going. And that's good news here. Obviously, ZETA already picking up a win against T1. It's a very strong team already in the playoffs. So certainly a much-needed start. Some Bulldogs, a Vandal, and that Ghost for Laz.
Yeah, and it's just going to be a bit of a shorty trap setup. No, eventually switch back to the classic actually for Jeremy. Over by Tree. And they will just wait. Has a fair good inkling that it's going to be that A hit, but ZETA, they have the weapon advantages. They don't want to rush anything. They're still waiting for any sort of lurk out of B at the same time. Wants this information. Dep, if he's tasked with having to go through on his own, this could be a rifle drop. ZETA has to be very cautious. I am a little concerned given their positioning because it looks like they do want to send him in on his own. He will get picked off, and now ZETA has to fight to keep control of that dropped rifle.
Yeah, this is really, really tough. Jesse was also bouncing a shock dart and anticipating that timing so well. That knife gonna delay any more utility from Jesse, but ZETA doesn't really feel like they have any options to get through this site. They feel like there's too much pressure here, and they're gonna just have to let that rifle go, it looks like.
Well, Team Secret just going to hold on to that position.
Are we gonna... When do we take the risk to try and get it? That's the question. Probably when the turret goes off, right?
Get the weaponry, make sure we still have the firepower lead, and try to overpower where it should be weaker.
Turret goes off.
A gamble for Team Secret, but it doesn't look like it. It's just going to be a hold at mid doors of market.
Did they take the gun, yeah?
That site.
Oh, okay.
Try to make sure there's no early backup. The Nano Swarm gives him an idea that there is one member of
Wait, that shock is...
Great shock dart, so much damage done.
Yeah, and there's like the one player that had a bit of HP. Now they're all really, really low. Someone's gonna farm this. Who cleans up? Here we go. Lovely. I mean, it's relatively spread in terms of the
a nice job there.
In terms of the orbs.
Able to recover that rifle even.
Okay, fast speed buy rounds.
But like you said, Sugar Zero stepping in and out. Find the ability.
We can buy an extra rifle on this for sure.
Check here for ZETA, so
wait,
already finding more round
Vlad's not gonna
wins
drop
here on
one
Ascent than they did on Icebox. Our ZETA.
Yeah.
I mean, it just do be like that.
Yeah, it's brutal, but it's a fact.
Yep. But I mean,
just go for the ghost. Okay, go for a little stinger on this.
Off.
All right, we got a lot of money.
Last
sitting at the 4K mark as well.
Jesse there as well.
Two people light armor for
real problems
Secret.
So I imagine
Knife goes in, only hits one.
They want to try to avoid.
It's the Omen though. That's normally a good sign.
Jesse's Sova utility that he's so well known for. So
people do
renowned
default
for.
with Omen out over towards A though, so it's not the biggest loss. Over towards B, they have got a little bit aggro.
Yeah, and because they see no one working off of that one-way, ZETA just wants to push up the tempo. They're doing the same thing Team Secret did to them, but if he's ready for it, he eventually gets traded out. They haven't found Borkum, takes him down, left at 30 HP.
It's all about the next kill. Oh man, that recon. Oh man, that recon.
Cannot stabilize for the third, but
Yeah, Jesse Vash once again with a
util
util diff on this one.
There it is
Jeremy
again.
survives on 1
Jesse
HP.
finds the perfect timing on a recon dart, spots
I'll
everybody
tell you what
that's
though,
left on
good damage
ZETA.
from Zeta. They should be
Great push
happy
there, great
that
execute
there's 2
from
people
ZETA.
now that can't
Against
buy
some
next round,
space,
so
Sugar
big
Zero
buy
able to
rounds.
clear that space.
We should have, I mean,
It's a
maybe
really
less
nice
can buy
combo
that.
there. The flash lands right as the recon dart is, so it makes it hard for Borkum to clear it behind Dice. But still, I mean, Jesse's just, he's on it right now.
Yeah,
He is.
I mean,
Yeah,
backup
we
was
got,
there.
let's
And
just do
Zeta,
this. We
sure,
got
they
3
tried to push up the
people,
tempo, and
sorry,
yes, it
4
was a
people that can
bonus,
buy
so you
next,
got a
and they
couple
decide
weapons,
to
sure,
go for a
maybe they
Vision
can try to be
Strikers.
happy about
Flash,
that, but give
dash,
us a
and
round
does the
differential.
Sova
I don't
eat
think
it?
Zeta's gonna be satisfied with anything
Yes.
but a clean match
But we
win.
don't
It's
swing
gonna
the
be a
corner.
fast push
We
out,
wait
but
for
it's not
second
exactly a
flash.
counter push, but
All
Jeremy
right.
somehow gets to swing around with that extra flash coming in from Envy. The
Oh, most
support
people
is
just go off the
impeccable
first
now,
flash. This
stuck
is
on
kind of
an island.
nice.
Team Secret has to choose to fight here. Jeremy is going to get surrounded. Depp trying to get the kill.
Lovely Omen flash to help him out. He's still alive here.
Second,
Gets another
and
dash.
They just cannot clear him out just yet. Sure, they take
Still
out the
alive.
backup, but now everybody out from B main. Jeremy's not the main threat. It's Jesse Vash from behind. Jeremy fighting for
Big
his life,
1v1.
and somehow this round is
That was
now
wild.
a 1v1 in mid.
Some great trades back and forth.
Hey,
Hero
nicely
Rod
done
does
for
get the
him.
last
Big
kill.
reset.
Barely,
Money is so
barely
wrecked for these,
scraping
especially
away
these
the
2.
round win.
Everyone
Man,
else sits around like the
great
3-2,
plays on
3-1
both
mark.
sides here.
Sorry,
What a
3-4
setup for
mark even.
Jeremy. A little bit of a delayed flash after he pushes to the other side.
Dude,
You're
what a
expecting him to go
bizarre,
really aggressive,
what a
really fast
bizarre
on those
Ascent
tiles
round.
crunches, but
I know we
it's
see the
just
same
delayed
comps in
enough.
the
Good
same
paranoia
maps
there to
every
back that off
same map
momentarily,
every
but
single
then this
time, but
high
it's
low
like
setup, great timing
I haven't seen a
on
round
trading their
as
positions.
weird as this.
Is
An
Zeta.
ARAM? Yeah, it
So
really
they're
was
able
an
to pick
ARAM.
off those members that are still over in
Pushed
tiles
over towards B
well
to come
enough
join them
Grebo
as well. Jeremy
just
survived.
barely
Jeremy's like the
get
3rd
through
person
with
to
that
die,
round
but he's
win,
over
and now
towards
both
tiles.
sides having their null commands. Jesse does have a Hunter's Fury as well. Already suspecting that a lot of pressure has been put at A. Maybe they're going to try and take a little
Big
bit of
TP over
space at B early, but
towards A.
so far,
Drone goes
contact for
in
Jesse
over
to
towards
use that
middle.
shock dart
They
off of
smoke
the
deep
turret.
middle as well, and they break the
Nice
alarm ball.
early alarm
So
bot clear mid as
good
well. So
amount of pressure
Zeta
created
taking
over
this
towards
round
middle
advantage,
and
but
A
they
main
do
at the
have
moment from
score lead,
Zeta
the
within like
firepower
what,
lead
the
as well,
first
start
20
shaking up
seconds?
the default just a tad bit from Team Secret. Jeremy not backing away from it, but it is a Marshall. He won't find that clean kill. And while it delays him just a tad, and they do have a nice spot onto Huron, if they want
Yeah,
control
so they
of
clear.
they're gonna have to push
Oh my,
back out, and
nice shot.
Jeremy gets just a little too aggressive. Gives Huron that sightline for the headshot.
But I
Yeah,
think Jeremy
Huron
there might as well just
launching a
try and
flash into
take
there
some
even.
shots.
That might have
Got
helped
one of
him
the better guns
just a
into that
little bit
round.
in that fight.
Oh, and a missed that chaos.
The chance
Zeta,
for
they prepped
chance for
all
Zeta to
5
actually get a
members
good
for
amount
the
of money.
execute onto the B site. Still quite a bit of time left.
I say that,
So
we've got
they
40
can
seconds
take
left,
it.
there's 3
I'm
people
sure they don't
here.
have any information on A, but they do have that turret watching their back. The paranoia comes in. Jesse Vash just trying to hide away from the recon, and he does, and it's just enough
That's the
to
gun.
make sure that he can get down.
Uh-oh.
A little bit uncharacteristic from the duelist as NDG gets a triple with the
Holy
Sheriff.
hell.
Once
He got
again, a
3
1v1.
there.
There's just something about Team Secret's killjoys as they come out of market, getting these multi-kills. Borkum
Oh.
with a paranoia, just trying to cut that noise.
Dude,
Does
stops
have
the
Vandal.
plant.
He
Oh
hears
my
the
goodness.
weapon swap last.
Time.
12
Has an
seconds to
idea,
plant
but he
now.
doesn't have the
10
plant
seconds
just yet.
left.
Wants to stick it.
Yeah, and his
Borkum
teammate pings it
going
out.
to peek out at the last second. He knows he's stuck, but Laz will swing out.
He took no
and win
bullets.
The 1v1.
Wow, wow, wow.
How did he
It's
take
hard
no
to play
damage
much
there?
better than that for Team Secret.
Yeah,
with the gun
spam was just a little bit
disadvantage.
off, a little bit to the
They were
left.
so smart on that round. And again, it's concerning
So, I mean,
for Zeta,
what are we thinking?
'cause they don't
Double
seem to recognize
1v1s?
quickly here. It seems like their comms are a little bit off today. You know, that hidden position of NDG. A lot of
NDG
times
did
it's Borkum
unbelievable
working in that
things.
cubby. Team Secret really likes that
Unbelievable
spot.
things
That's
to make this
something
into a
that Zeta
1v1.
has to be
Yeah,
aware of
2
going
1v1s so
forward.
far, Zeta win them
Now, Jeremy with the
both.
Blade Storm is going to cut funds, so just rely on that ult. Rifles otherwise. No ults used on either side in that previous round. One away from the lockdown is Laz.
Smoke to short, recon clears middle, knife hits no one over towards short as well, and we get the B
Really
split.
bump it up. Zeta, again, just sticking with that same mantra. The Huntress Fury tries to
Oh.
keep them tied up at market. He gets the first tag. They're barely surviving onto the sentry. Now on the site, but haven't quite cleared it just
Ignore
yet.
the shock
Laz,
dart.
meanwhile,
2 people
keeping
back
mid
at sight.
control, but
Both
that's
dodge the
not
Omen
enough to keep the
flash.
site just yet. A 1-for-1 trade. NDG staying alive. Fragment a little bit off. And now we
Jet
have
pushes
backup
to
from
sight.
Jeremy. He's going to rise up, but he gets gunned down by Huron from below. NDG cannot follow through on the spray.
The attack
track is not
Odin
there
is the
to
only
wall.
thing
And
that
of
can
course, the
win
Odin's the
him
test
that
mentioned
duel.
it, and Huron's the first one to bring it out. And now Envy all alone.
In V1v3,
Find
20
Laz,
HP onto
there
sight.
might be a shot. He's well aware of it. He hears the sound.
So maybe on
Trying to take
this.
that advantage that they don't know his location.
Yeah,
Finds your
20
rep.
HP still on site. This is a great reposition from Laz.
Laz anticipating maybe he was in a different spot. They never identified where Envy was until he got that kill.
Oh, but Laz has the angle. He's waiting
Yeah,
for it. He
okay,
heard
nice.
the door.
Envy was
It's going to
almost
be
there.
the
His
Ascent
Envy was
getting
almost
another
about to
round
go
win
there,
for
but
Zeta
Laz took like a
Division.
wider angle than he
Okay.
expected.
Well, a great look here for Zeta on their attacker side. Now they've built up a ton of ults in rotation.
All of these rounds have been very close though, so there's still like 3 people that can't buy
You got the
if they
lockdown
lose.
without the Hunter's Fury. It was drawn out there with that no command coming through. Jesse Vash felt like he had to pull the trigger on it before it got close enough to him that he had no other options with his utility, trying to just buy some time and space, hoping that somehow maybe you can fish out a kill. He's good enough that he gets at least the tag. Depp has to use that dash. Try to get over it. I don't know how Depp got that 1 kill. He was already so beat up. He was at 45 health, took a shot of damage through the wall, still peeked out and got a kill before NDG got him.
I mean, just knowing the mission, right? That you still have to just somehow break into the site, whether you're bait or whether you get the frag or not. I mean, Depp continuing to smile again, something we're not quite used to seeing on
See,
stage
Team
here in
Secret
Seoul.
here, this is a weird timeout because you're 5-1 down,
Throughout this kickoff, it
but
just
it's
seems
like,
whether it's their performance or whether it's
do
the
you
team
actually need
vibes,
to
the
change too
communication,
much?
Something has revitalized them. Same can't be said for Laz today, though, as he does feel the pressure after that just crushing 13-1 map loss on Icebox.
Yeah, we need some nices out of Laz.
Yeah, we haven't heard a nice today.
Exactly, we need that. And looking over at the weaponry here for Team Secret, there is going to be the op.
All in.
Yeah, they've got enough cash for the next round that they can go for the half armor
What
buys.
the?
So
So they call it,
Bucky
they
in
call
there
it
as well,
timeout,
so
and they get the hero op out. They have a Bucky to go
Kilios is
along with
tilted.
it.
Well, it's worked on Achilles. Can it work on Zeta Division is a big question. It's going to be a setup for B main. Meanwhile, it's just
Knife
default
is
setup
good
on
because
A
the
with
Omen
one-way.
commit.
Now
Is the
op
nade good?
watching Mid. We'll see if he finds any contact. This time Secret playing off
No,
of it.
nade didn't go far
A
enough.
little bit of a mismatch there from Borkum, and that means Secret will have to back off. Of course, not great weaponry either. So unless they got that first kill, that's not going to come to fruition.
Zeta's still thinking about this A-hit. He
This,
have a lot of contact over there. I mean,
all that utility.
This round at the moment's not too bad. They tried to make sure they didn't want to go over towards A and just trying as hard as they can to push them into the op, basically.
Zeta seeming to think that this is their chance to break open this A site. Obviously, things can still go very sour, as we do have Borkum holding close with a stinger.
Oh, they were gonna.
now they haven't
Straight up
really
A
given over
hit.
much info, but
And
now
then the
Jeremy
cancel
starting
came
to
in,
peek his way through
and now
mid.
they're going to go up
Hasn't seen
short
anybody
into the op.
crossing just yet. Depp with
Or
the
did they want to
blades.
clear mid fast?
About going
Oh,
somewhere.
that's nice. Okay, they want to clear mid fast, put the turret here for info to see if they reactively push over towards middle.
Yeah, the potential
I
alarm
thought for a
bot, what I would
second
like
there,
is they're just making noise, right? Trying
it was
to
going to
tell
be a
them that they might have
disaster, but
rotated,
now,
that they might
pretty
pressure
confident.
mid to make sure that they back away
Lovely
from the
dash
efforts
in,
of the
checks
side
both
of
corners.
Borkum.
They know that
Somehow
guy's
still
close
staying
in the
alive, but
smoke.
he can't
Ult
find
comes
the
in
kill.
as well over
Hunter's
towards the
Fury
site.
trying to
Double ult.
find its target.
And
Eventually
op
it will, and
gets
that will
taken
site
down
broken
towards heaven,
open.
and that is
Zeta
the
trying
gun
their
that they
best
need to try
just
save.
avoid all casualties.
So
Hero
Jesse
Line will go down, but that is
needs
the
to try
spike
get
planted.
in, get the gun, and
Not
get
yet.
out.
We'll stick it
Yep.
now. I
was gonna get
thought
there.
they were already singing because you might as well have, but
You knew it was going to get
yes,
there.
yes. I'm a little ahead of myself. No?
You're all
They're gonna-
good. We all knew it was happening. Like,
Let me take a very bold risk here and say they might even get the round win.
yeah, it's looking pretty good with a Bucky and an operator. I mean, the operator is just going to be saved, so NDG just going to go to try and do some damage. I mean, the thing is there is some damage to Zeta's economy, so if you can get an extra kill here, Depp's only on 6 HP, so one pellet connects with him, and he's not feeling so good. But okay,
Wow.
well,
Lovely.
Depp's just too good, too fast.
Knives are stronger than guns. Everybody trusts in the Valorant philosophy. Depp still
everyone
up
far
one.
away
I mean,
from
you
the
gotta
off.
remember, in that first map, I mean, seeing scores like that, right? Keeping up, competing for best ACS in a map where you only got one round win is absolutely nuts, regardless of impact of frags or not. I mean, Depp has been keeping up the energy here for Zeta Division.
Two ults were two
Throughout
two
all
ults
year,
were too much here.
he's just
Nah, two ults were so
Been
fine.
absolutely
So
phenomenal. Just, such
the issue was,
incredibly
right, all
talented
of these
player
rounds that we'd seen had just been
across
so
many
close,
esports.
like
He
so
is
close, that
truly
the whole
the
time
greatest from
Zeta have
Japan
been
to
like
play
one
FPS.
loss away from
is
having
out
to
of this
eco the
world.
next round if they
This year
lost.
is
So
just
having a
another
convincing
step in
round
that
like
direction.
this puts their economy to crazy good levels that now they can just, if they do lose, they can buy next. So it's like, say they lose this round, they at least then can break the economy because they have money to break the economy back. It's basically just emphasis on making sure that they always have good money and prioritizing economy instead of all economy. So the 2 ults here was, in my eyes, is fully worth.
Team Secret can bounce back on. It has to be this one, but there is a risk taken. Borkum planted in wine, holding on to that paranoia, and Envy is ready to swing with him.
Yeah, they tried it last time. It was identified by ZETA and dealt with. Here again, another one-way smoke to try to set up. The pings are coming down from ZETA. They flash right underneath it.
Nice cute flash. Drone's still not used just yet, but ZETA's very wary of it. They want to just draw out all the utility. The 0 point pings 3, and that's
once the knife hits 3, they're just like, well, everyone's here.
Utility's gone. They cannot use it to delay the push once again.
That's nice though. They delayed this a lot. They get 3 people here. A lot of this is on the Killjoy duel, I feel like, from Laz.
Envy now watching Tree alongside Jesse Vash. It's going to be the null command, trying to make sure that the entry is
they need Laz to open this one up. Wait, they can't call a cancel. You got 20 seconds. Okay, they just want back up over towards short. Yeah, so they've kind of realized that they have to go to short now because they don't have the dash to get in. And so it's all up to the short players. There's a nice smoke on site to TP out as well, though. They give themselves a small chance into it. Yeah, this is a very good run from Team Secret. The secondary hit from Team Zeta here wasn't too bad. Like the smoke out, TP in, double over towards short. Like they had a good understanding instead of just running in and accepting that they had no chance into the round. But this was. Yeah, this was very good from Team Secret. They just had so much delay, and the main thing was they stopped the dash from the Jet. So they couldn't get through the choke point fully.
Some fancy shooting there. And you're able to keep the lockdown as well.
And then kind of what we talked about was happening, right? So they lost the round. Oh, messed that up a bit. Lost the round, and then we now have a lot of money to buy into this. Problem is they didn't do enough damage, so Team Secret can buy next as well.
Sending an aggressive drone, trying to regain control of mid, and during all of that, a push out of B main as well. Secret, now they are the aggressors, taking over so much map control in the first 30 seconds
push over to B main.
Yeah, let's see if
this
Laz
is,
ready
I mean,
for this.
everyone plays like this. Turret, and they should expect the guy on the right. No way. Jeremy. Come on.
Jeremy with an op, and he's got him.
Tell you what, the flick was close, but that was a lovely shot from Laz.
It's always just a little weird that a Phantom would solo push out of B main, and Laz has the read, the experience coming through, but the push not stopping for ZETA. Envy will cut off the backup with that fragment. They did hear the Jet go through, though.
And there's a massive important Omen duel that's going to happen in A main at one point. Depp might have owned it. What a weird round right now. Omen duel is about to happen. Envy wins. Who wins the Omen duel? Dude, what is going on at A main?
Laz tries to push him out, but he's already repositioned Laz with a nice flick around, but it's just not good enough. Sugar Zero, can you be the hero? Not this round.
I want to shout out Borkum here. He sees the Omen over towards A main, flashes him off, and then insta joins the rest of his team to help out with the duels. So he did really good here. And honestly, who is this guy that went under heaven? Because he played that very well considering his Envy. Yeah, he played that very well. Of course, it's Envy. Played it very, very well.
The door is closing.
That's rough. I mean, even after that, sure, the angles looks great for Team Secret, but that's just salt in the wounds. Jesse Vash with great support with the Odin. And while, 6 rounds, ZETA already feeling like they had a decent start, they had such momentum, so it's going to be a timeout called as now Secret has stabilized everything from, gun economy all the way to ult economy.
Yeah, I think now you've got to start working a little bit towards the center of the map here for ZETA.
I have a soft spot for Envy. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, last year I had no idea who he was. Like, the beginning of last year, I had no idea who he was. And then I kind of just saw him and I was like, oh man, kid's real good. I got a soft spot for pure talent.
Got this great angle for him to set us up. But Team Secret was fine with it. They were prepared for it. They mentally had players ready, and that was able to be dealt with rather quickly. So nicely handled by Team Secret. ZETA now finally not able to come through with a full buy.
Just Sheriff's in hand and a Hero Vandal.
Which team am I rooting for? I don't really care who wins. It's just like, I just like to see what teams have been doing with their time. Who's got the best stuff? Who understands everything that's going on the best.
You're at a bit of a different angle here for Jesse Vash, just trying to catch them off guard, trying to catch the bulk of them if it was a rush. So Secret seems to have a read. I mean, 3-man stack on B as well. The Nano Swarms to make sure they can't get in. The Recon is on point and he's spraying down. Yeah, you can't come through here. This is way too risky, Deb. You might be the child of God, but you eventually
and
are
the defensive knife hit all of them. They got to back away. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. And maybe the defensive knife didn't hit all of them. I thought there would have been a push here. They still stay strong in the setup over towards A. And this is a strong setup. Yeah. Was just a low buy for ZETA though, and their original hit got shut down.
No longer.
Yeah, it's really good reads now. Good communication from Team Secret. Anticipating the way that ZETA wants to work the map, the way that they want to move around, and able to shut it down nicely. I mean, Jeremy, that second one is really nice. This follow-up through short. I mean, you know exactly where they're going at that moment. You saw them crossing mid, and you can just line it up. Not much left.
Faking.
ZETA to do there.
So it's a fake of vision strikers, and then you have a recon over towards tiles, and then we spam. Might work well. 3 here. Oh my god. Where's the damage? He takes a molly back. Oh my god, he's stuck in the corner. No way. 38 HP, 80. Hubi. Thank you so much, Hubi, with the prime. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the support.
How much can he do? They're trying to find him, and Uri's ready for it. They heard the shadow step. It was a 50-50 already. Cross angles covered.
Now you got to worry about this late lurk from NDG. Still sitting on this lockdown. He's had it for quite some time. Euron just got to pick Envy off.
I like the instant reaction though. They somehow survived the spam, and I think he was going like, I think he was hitting the tree, which is the issue. But it looked like he should have got more. And then the molly was really nice from Laz. And then the read to just jump on him when he was in the corner. That was pretty sick. RSS Luna with the prime. Thank you very much, man.
Jeremy's gonna go for the drop, and he finds the flick onto one, clears the other with the shorty. That allows NDG to
got no vision block for this, so heavy over towards A main priority is the play.
To exit, but damage still trying to be done by NDG, and they'll
Lark on short secures it, don't worry.
That's already 3 weapons drawn for a ZETA division. And Euron, can he get out in time?
It chokes as well. Hello, mate. With the 9 months.
Everyone will get home safely. And Jeremy, his back exposed.
Killjoy
Eventually
has the kill here as well. Yeah, Laz is having very good impact at the moment. This is like a heavy impactful 9.
Put a lot of damage in. Saw the creds on ZETA.
Not
looking so good.
The molly was nice as well. We take down the op, and I'm pretty sure they can't buy this, right?
It was a little bit dicey there.
Yeah, they can't get the op anymore with this one, so definitely a big win.
One gun away from Sugar Zero with just the sheriff.
Yeah, mostly still favoring the armor.
Definitely a big win. We've got knife still as backup. All rifles, don't have to worry about the op. And we decide to go aggro. So maybe taking the op out of their hands backfires, and they decide to do this. And they would not be doing this strat without the op, so maybe it backfired a little bit. It's a lovely strat though.
2 members down. No smokes for ZETA to defend on the post plant. They're going to activate the null command. They need to find whatever kills they can, but the KO goes down. Depp, 37 HP alone on the site, gets picked off. It's all down to Laz against 5 members. He finds the first.
Good luck.
4 more to go. The count is going. He's aware of the flame, but Jesse Vash wins it.
Still,
and it will
7-5
is
a nice half
for Team Secret.
Yeah, again, a great bounce back here for Team Secret once they started to kind of figure out.
How did I not react to that? Dude, it's a classic paper Rex. Well, this strat here has been in the game for about 3 years now. We've probably run it in practice in my old team about 20 to 30 times. I've probably seen teams do it in officials about 20 times as well. Like, it was cool. Like, it was a sick play. But I'm not gonna... I'm not that kind of streamer, I apologize. If that's what you want, there's other streamers out there that will react to stuff like that, but...
Regaining some joy, it looks like. Can't imagine it looked similar to that during the first map, but now in the
Also,
lead
in
the
terms of like
first
the
half.
impact of the game itself, it was
On
last
Ascent,
round.
7-5. Not the lead they were hoping for, given the dominant 6-1 lead they had, but they'll take whatever they can get at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you'll always
Close to
take a
4 years at
positive
this point.
score
Yeah, it might be coming up
off
to
of
that,
your
right?
attacker's side. Now we got to see if Team Secret get some of those classic executes set up. I mean, again, my eyes are on that Sova.
What would it
Jesse.
take for me to lose my
He's having a
mind?
ton of
Yeah,
impact.
probably,
His
I
utility
don't know,
here
man. Problem
the
is,
rest of the team
coaching
be
Scream
able to
on
get
Reyna,
going behind
seen
him.
some of the maddest
Good
stuff,
moments from Envy.
observed
Yeah,
top
Borkum
CS
spray,
for 7 years
firing
as well.
today.
Like, yeah,
Like you said, I mean,
that's
a
the
lot
issue,
more
man.
utility impact today than some of the previous matches for
I've
Jesse
I've watched too much.
Zeta Division also, I mean, it looks like they're going to start
At this point, I've watched too much.
Oh,
Oh, this lineup here is the nice lineup where it looks like it's not going to kill you in this corner, but it actually
It's
does.
just all the way up to 13 for each map here.
I'm kind of wondering if this is like a fake towards long A.
There's a jump click
Maybe they
right.
cut through short,
Nice.
or excuse me, cut through mid and go maybe towards market or something.
Could be trying to be aware of that potential mid push too, I would assume. So common for a lot of teams.
4
towards the end of
duelists.
last year.
Honestly, the full
Pop
duelist
flash
game got
into
me.
BB,
That was
they'll
fun.
only find the turret, eventually clears it.
I was pretty pumped up for that
gives
game
notice
changers
to Team
game.
Secret that it's a heavy stack
Okay,
on to be. You
fast
heard
stack
the
over
flash,
towards
you
here
heard the
drone,
ghost,
so they
you
don't
heard
know
the
how many
footstep,
people are following the
and now
drone
it's
over
the
towards A
entirety
main.
of Team
Knife
Secret
does come in late,
entering
and
onto
that
A
only
site.
hits
They
once.
stopped
They
to
know
pop
it's
the
heavy
Nano
short.
Swarms,
Omen
waiting on
flash
Tree,
goes
seeing if
to
they can find any
heaven
reinforcements.
because the
Main
Omen
still
flash,
smoked off.
because they shot
have
heaven, so
jumped
they
up.
thought they
It's
were
just a
going
matter of
heaven.
Zeta.
Dude, we still
Are
have
you
the
aware
Omen
of it at the
flash.
timing? Huron swings back around, but he cannot clean the main forces.
It's a nice pistol, but Sugar Zero is doing work.
They've been surrounded. They're going for the drop, and it's going to be Sugar Zero with a double. He has to go for the
Oh
reload.
my.
1v1. You hear the
Drops
reload
in for
on
the
reverse.
reload, but he gets it.
Borkum gets taken down much lower with the shock dart.
Oh man.
Just trying to keep him
No
safe.
way.
He's looking at the wrong angle. 22 HP versus
What is this
56.
pistol?
Just one right click is all it's going to take, and Borkum will spam him down through the crack.
The Omens
And
were
Team
doing
Secret
work.
get the pistol.
Oh boy.
Holy.
That was so close. Sugar Zero doing everything he can from hell to get Zeta
That was
back
funny.
into that round. And I like the way that Euron uses his shock darts, never over peaking to give Borkum a chance to finish him off. Then it's just bring around the rosy, trying to guess where players are. And Zeta kind of realizes it.
Yeah, and we tried to catch him off with the defuse there as well.
That's exactly when Team Secret stepped
Just missed
up.
the mark.
Timing there, working against Zeta Division.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like Euron maybe overthought it a bit, right? Thought that Borkum would go for the entire wraparound dice. But at the end of the day, it's going to be Borkum who wins that out. Another round for Euron to kind of look back and try to gain some experience from as one of those rookies joining Zeta Division. But for now, he has to look forward as Zeta, working with an eco, 2 sheriffs. They have been favoring a lot of these sheriff buys, whereas many of the teams have now kind of regressed back into just classics only to save up those creds.
No doubt. And I think for Zeta, especially in the hands of a player like Depp, you're willing to give him
5-person. Oh, the gamble stack's coming in. This could be costly. Do they get into good positions in time?
Incredible duelist potential he has going.
How much does the drone
Now,
spot?
Drone to check here for Team Secret, but all of Zeta is here. Maybe
Oh, it could be good. They could definitely flood into this. We got a recon as well.
Trying to make sure they have an entryway, but the
Recon.
going to keep them at bay. Now there's still 2
All
members
about
in
this
the
recon
site.
for me.
One waiting on
Recon
market,
goes
trying
in,
for the reposition.
get some
Borkum
swings
gets
off it.
one.
Wait, no
Huron
one else
staying
pushed
alive
through.
in the back of site. That should buy enough time. The paranoia for support, but NDG will clear him out. The remaining members of Zeta, they haven't quite gotten into the site yet. They have been spotted. The sprayed out gets 1. It's a trade for trade as Jeremy swings out, brings Dip down to 25, and that should. Okay, Jeremy.
What the?
A little bit of a
I think
performance, trying
it's
to
still
let
good
Dep
damage from
go.
the stack,
Oh, the
but I
360.
feel like
Oh, boy.
Zeta could have
see that every day in
comboed
Valorant.
the
That's a
Omen
little
flash and
trickier
the
to
recon a
pull
little
off
better,
than some
and then
other
flooded
games.
on when
Wow.
they got
I
over
mean,
towards the
today
site.
was the battle of all the duelists
think they-
who have been
I think they
topping
could have
the
got
power
more from
rankings
this,
with all
to
the
be
stats
honest.
and all of our own votes as well. And you know, Jeremy just says, continues to tell Dep, doesn't matter what experience you have, I'm here.
Yeah, it's just
What a show.
so funny. I love it. I just love that stuff. That's just
Jeremy,
phenomenal from
outlaw.
Jeremy. You can see
3
the
light
confidence now
armors.
for Team Secret, right back in it. Dart to check. Rest of Team Secret is going to be playing back, so Euron going to see if he can maybe get somebody towards the edge of the door with the shock dart. Not going to be home. And now that Outlaw beginning to maneuver its way in towards market to keep track of it. Everybody fanned out here for Zeta. Depp playing pretty far back. That Odin is on Euron. Trying to see if he could maybe earlier on get that rhyme that I didn't even mean it to.
Well, Depp not quite aware
Oh,
that
there's
Jeremy
one
had
with
already
light
made
on
it
this.
through, though. I mean, if you're going to choose to play that far back, you got to at some point just trust the alarm bot. Depp gets just a bit curious as they've spotted nothing. No information gained from B main. Nothing gained from A. No reaction
And we're going to
from
fake
mid.
this. Drone goes out over towards
He might
B.
have to get first contact, and he does find it. But on
Smoke
the
goes
end,
in
he
as
wasn't
well.
expecting.
Do these two hold strong? Looks like
Now
it.
still alarm bot
We have
available, so
no
they can
idea
hold the 2-and-2
if anyone's
split for
coming
Zeta Division,
short.
but that does make
So
the
it's
site
going to be
quite
hard
weak.
for them to
Paranoia
realize that
Odd
there's
Timing
4
will
main.
hold them back.
Unless he
Keeps Euron
knifes
alive,
this.
the fragment gives away his position just a bit, so he's going to have to reposition with a flash drive, trying to swing a bit wider. Wants that first contact.
That's a
Euron
good
will swing
push.
out on a timing from B as well. That's already forced TS. Ooh. Oh, it's forced their hand, absolutely, as they try to rush in. They haven't quite cleared the KO. Eventually, he goes down.
What a weird smoke on door.
Last tick down. NDG, he's been quick with it. Sugar Zero shows himself with low HP. Another 1v1 here for Euron. This time it's against
There's been so many 1v1s
Long
this
bounce
game.
onto that recon. Spike will go down. Euron's trying to hold the spray. He knows the exact location. He's trying to bait out the peak, and Envy's just too quick
Nicely
with the
done for
swing.
Envy.
Gets the edge shot, and Team Secret will
And they're gonna take the lead in this.
8-7.
Oh, well, this looked like it was going to be a solid round here for
And
Zeta.
they have a good chance to
Getting a lot of good reads
get
on
a
different
load of
parts
money.
Of the map. I mean, Euron finding Jesse. You know, Hirodon
This was a
doing his
really,
best here to get out of
I think
danger,
this
get
was
to the
Sugar
top, pick
Hero
up a good
smoke
double.
because they didn't know numbers
But
from
it's-
short.
they're just there
My
ready,
only
man. I mean,
criticism in some of this, and again,
starting
Hero
to
Ron
feel
did
that
good to get
energy
2 kills, and I think
underneath
most
them,
of it was
starting
down
to
to
get
Sugar
their
Zero doing like a leak
well
smoke,
established.
and
You
it
saw
also
it on
blocked off
Icebox
short
and
because they didn't know if someone was running
right
up
back
short.
in form
But
after some
Hero
rough
Ron
rounds to begin, and
really
Sheriff's about
needed to use his
for
knife
Zeta Division here.
during
Yeah,
I don't know,
like a
man.
20-second period there for me. In any of the 20-second period, he could have used it.
Right, sure, their creds, you know, when you consider the half armors and everything and the loss streak, yeah, they can
I was
still
watching
buy
him the
up,
whole
but
time,
at a certain point,
especially
you
when they
have to
could have
wonder if you'd
really
rather just
used
have
with getting
more powerful
information.
rounds come through.
I was just waiting
Just
for
not
it,
finding
and it just
success.
never came.
Yeah,
He
it's
did
a
good
hard
fragging
thing
wise,
to
but
gamble here, especially on a defender side. On Ascent, you're thinking, well, okay, we can sneak out an eco potentially with these sheriffs. We trust in our players to be able to pull off those snappy sheriff shots. We see it typically.
knife
but
goes
today
short,
so far,
hits no one.
Zeta has looked a little bit off overall. Yeah, depth is still depth, but outside of that, we haven't seen.
I think
the
Genji are
typical
watching
Laz,
this and pracking the
typical
other room.
Sugar
Yeah, they'll
Zero.
probably be watching it.
Maybe
Some will
we
be.
were hoping
It'll be a
for.
mix
Well,
of
we'll have to see it
coach
here
and
as it is
IGL
just going to
watching,
be
maybe,
a
and then most of the other
full
players
site
warming up.
execute. A little bit of delay with the paranoia, but they do dodge it perfectly, and Jeremy's going to get the first dash in. He does find the target onto Hirodon. That's the switch cleared. One way to make sure they can
Depends
all
on what
funnel
players
in.
like to do, if they
And
want to
smoke
watch, if
just
they want
about
to warm up.
pop open as Team Secret will find sight of every member of Zeta Division. They get a couple trades, but it's just not enough with this weaponry. And NDG
Okay,
picks up yet another
this is gonna be an
9-7
important buy
lead,
round
and
for
Zeta
Zeta.
Division, they're starting to run out of time.
No doubt. And this is an even better start than Zeta Division had. 4 in a row for Team Secret. Zeta got 2.
Isn't it a disadvantage for the other team?
4 in a row.
Yeah, I mean,
Already 4 in a row now for Team Secret.
this format has multiple flaws, but it is better than it is better than an extra day, I guess, in between them. But trust me, this format has a lot of flaws.
Yeah, the off is kind of the big part, but you have to imagine Team Secret probably just looking to avoid it as well with the ults you mentioned. You have to lock down the null command, find side of Depp. Obviously, he's the superstar of Zeta Division. Just flip around to the other side of the map.
Take flight.
Right now, they're just doing a little bit of
It's as fair as it can be for the format, yeah. Is what it is, I guess, the best. That's a good way of putting it, yeah.
Laz trying to punish that a little bit, but only gets a little bit of damage into Jeremy. Shock dart to follow.
Yeah, they did hear that dash, and that's going to slow down the entry just a bit. They do still have the lockdown. They're going to activate the null command as well. Make sure
and
there's just no
Euron
chance that the
Euron used
lockdown
his
gets taken out by
recon to,
any other
oh man.
utility. Now the operator
The-
has arrived, and the spray comes through from Euron.
The
It's
two
gonna
new
be a
kids
shot back from Jesse Vash,
need
but Depp
to
lined
be
up
a
on
little
the
bit more
cross
careful
angle.
with their
He gets
util.
chased down, but Borkum can't finish the kill. Only 2 members left for Team Secret. Make that one, and Borkum gets the spray on one. He dodged the pop
Okay,
flash,
nicely
but
done
Euron
though.
will
They can
swing out
shoot,
for 4.
man. This is the thing.
Yeah,
I'm
so
not too worried
the
about
setup
this
here
team.
initially
They
for
can
Team
shoot,
Secret
but
popping
I'm
both
telling you,
balls
their
gives
recon
some
and their
space, but
knives right
doesn't
now,
clear that alley
sometimes
corner. And they don't
they're a
use any
little bit off.
utility to
But in
cover.
terms
There's
of the
no smoke
shots,
there,
like,
there's
I'm
no
not worried about them.
flashes there, there's There's no
They
mollies
just
there,
gotta,
and that
they
just
just got a
turns
little
it
bit
into a shooting gallery
to
here
learn.
for ZETA. It's either right on the outside of it. Sure, they use smokes to cover their side, but it's a lot more effective. The paranoia is a little bit
Where
late
was,
there. Borkum manages to squeak his way through, sure, but at that point
yeah,
it's basically round over.
and maybe Team Secret,
And
but
that's
I
just
think
a
Team,
little
did Team
bit-
Secret not,
A little bit of a
Team Secret
leave
not
you
go
wanting
super
for Team
fast
Secret.
because
How
they
about
saw
that?
the
Look at
recon
Depp.
and then
He's
they
like, yeah,
realized
you're
that
gonna
they
fu-
could
you're gonna
ult
jump up
straight
and over,
away?
aren't you? Yeah,
But
yeah.
then the
Go ahead.
Omen
I
didn't
mean, if he
com that
does
he had
try
already
for
used
it,
his
he'll
smoke,
be
so the smoke
very
wasn't
well
there.
prepared. Now,
That's
didn't
what
see
it
at the
felt
start of the
like,
round,
because
so Depp
it felt like the go
starting to
was
have
they
his
used the
doubts.
recon so that we can go
Changes
out and they have
sight
nothing
lines down to
behind
the
us.
main entrance
And that's kind of what I was
repositions to make sure
complaining
he's not
about in
taken out
terms
too
of no
easily.
recon for when they're coming out when they have a
Forces
killjoy
over on
ult.
the other
But
side
then I
as
think the
well,
Omen
so
didn't
Zeta
com that he
Division
had no
just holding
smokes.
true with a 3-2
Because
split.
Spawn
Alarm
was
bot
just
watching
straight up
mid.
open.
And Team Secret trying to perhaps send this fake as the spike still awaiting right outside B, trying to hide from that drone.
Yeah, this has gotten even.
What was wrong with the util there? They got
and
the Sova recon, especially when they have ult over towards Killjoy. You got to be really careful with it, because that's like your biggest tool to stop them from coming into B, or at least get the kills when they decide to pull the trigger into coming into B main.
They're still going to send the smoke into mid, but again, the alarm bot just not triggered. It will pull Hero Run back just a slight bit.
That's nice though.
Especially
They
when
dodged the
going
knife
by
on
the 0
this.
point. Is that going to be enough?
Yeah,
for Team
and
Secret?
Sugar Zero
4
still has a
rifles and
flash though.
Bladestorm. Jeremy, he makes his way in. The op doesn't find the first kill. Jeremy into paranoia, but he gets out just in time, and he's going to take out Hero. And he's trying to
Oh
go
my,
for the pop
they all
flash.
came through at the
And
same
DG
time.
now on the site alongside his teammate Borkum.
Bro, look
No,
at this guy.
Sugar Zero
Look
with a
at this
quick
guy.
swing
He
around.
does outrageous
Spike
work.
being held, and Envy will answer back.
One enemy
Just snapping
remaining.
shots on both sides. 2v1.
What is that bounce?
Extra little bounce on that. Okay, Laz 1v2.
Laz wasn't quite ready for it, but he's been in this position before. Just waiting for the peek out, waiting for the impatience from Team Secret. You never know when a timing swing might happen.
They calm by
Tries to check
next.
for the
They
jiggle.
need it.
Holds close, but he's not going to get the
Lovely
kill.
rounds. Gotta shout out Envy here as well. Sugar Zero, Envy,
Just
both did incredible.
what a push here for Team Secret. These executes working a treat. And this is a team that used to scrim a lot against Korean squads. Did Team Secret back in the day, and that's
Yeah, their money's been wrecked the whole time.
that can really
Dude,
dial up
every
phenomenal
single
executes when they need
Ascent
to.
I watch in
I mean,
Pacific
Hirodon getting a
is
little
like
ambitious there, trying
relatively
to go in for
attack
the big
stacked.
play. Sugar
Like
Zero,
I'm seeing like the
stalwart
average
on the side, a
7-5
phenomenal anchor, as
on
usual, finding 3 big
attack on
kills.
this map in
But at the end of the
Pacific
day,
all the time.
It's not nearly enough. The combined firepower, Envy, Crisp to hold that short A angle, that makes it all but impossible for Laz unless he can pull off the artist there and go for that big play at the end. But not to be for ZETA Division. Down 2 rounds and out of timeouts after this one.
It took me a split second to understand what you said there about
The
pulling an
artist?
artist, and
Yeah.
then I realized it's because I wiped it from my memory with all the trauma that it caused.
Yeah, us Pacific fans try not to remember that
Yeah,
moment.
yeah. There are some great memories for Pacific, and then there are some traumatizing ones. But for now, ZETA, the future itself is looking bleak as well, as they might be staring down a potential 2-0 loss, which would really dwindle, if not completely snuff out their chance for play-ins, just because of the potential for map differentials and round differentials as well.
Yeah,
But of course,
this is a must-win for both teams.
Yeah.
It's crazy how
they
close it is
they
already.
gotta
I mean,
okay.
you knew it
It's
would
next
be going
round.
into the
Next
day
round
for
is the big
sure,
one.
but
The good news for
the
Zeta
options
is
start to
this,
dwindle here.
right? The
for
rounds have been
ZETA.
relatively
Makes it
close.
all
It's
that
kind of
harder.
similar to the first half as well. Rounds have been
Gen G in their next
pretty
match,
close.
you know, if
So the
this is a
money
2-0,
hasn't got out of
they
hand,
have
especially
to
as
blow,
everyone's buying
yes,
heavy
as
armor
well.
these days as well.
Yeah,
More
to
likely to
make it
happen.
even
So
somewhat comparable,
if
of
Zeta
course,
can
the
do
round
damage
differential,
here, I'm
we
not
would
saying they're
get
going to
to
win
that,
this
but a
round, but there is a
different setup here
3-person
for
stack,
ZETA.
so
The
they could have an okay
Killjoy
chance.
coming over to A to help buy
But-
some time. The turret will get first contact.
Oh wait, they're going to have a
Will
4-person
cause
stack.
Nanoswarms
The
to be
knife
popped, and
hits
then the
3,
0 point to
and they
shut down
still
the
go.
Bladestorm as well. Team Secret, they think they have a timing here, but it's only Jeremy in the site for now. They're funneling through. Uran comes up with a stinger, but it's just too long range. Step, can he get more than one? No. He will have to stop.
3 HP.
2v3, gets the jump in the
Lovely,
headshot.
gets a reset on his
Jesse
knives as
Ash.
well. This one is very
Now,
doable.
Bladestorm and a Sheriff 2v2.
At the very least, they did
Gets the
damage.
Vandals, but the spike is down. So Depp buys time for his teammate to regroup onto tree. Door was closed. So Huron's going to have to reconsider that.
I mean, this is this puts the fear into you, no matter who you are. When Depth starts hitting blades like that, with the speed and tenacity that he can go,
I mean, if they start the stick and suddenly turns into a 2v1, he avoids the 0 point as well. He just wants to find a timing on the stick, but he won't get it. Now split positions. It's going to be NDG going all the way
they got no vision
turret.
block,
Yeah,
so A main is
sheriff, and now they know the positions of both members.
A main is really
Turret
strong
lets you know about that
for
heaven
NDG.
position. And it's just a crossfire setup from Team Secret.
And with
I mean, this is
43
all up to
HP,
Depp.
you would
He
imagine
has to
Depp just
fly
goes for a
high
right click
and
here
find a kill. The fragment
and hopes
onto
that his
below
teammate
on
can
hell. But he's not on that side. They're going to
win
have
the
to
other
dash
duel.
in. Depp trying to create a wider angle. Time ticking down. He just does not find a peak. Team Secret is just so patient on this hold.
It's unlucky. He's having to clear. I think he
needs
had to clear on the
whichever kill he
heaven.
can first, and NDG is just not letting go of it. The Vandal pickup, though, not something Secret expected. Time, he doesn't have it. He's just waiting for the last kill, and NDG
Still
will
though,
not give him
very
that
good
joy.
damage. Like, they should be happy with that eco.
Yeah, it's just
It's a similar situation where another close round, money's low. Now they get the full big buy rounds. Let's see. Team Secret dominating the attack though.
The turret, the ultimate
Op comes
enemy
out
of
on
the blades.
defense. Like, we're gonna circle everyone that can't buy next. It's 7 people. It's a massive round.
It's a little rock, paper, scissors here in the Valorant universe, because guns will take down robots.
Exactly, but I mean, a Team Secret potentially here going to be closing out their day on a very high note after such a difficult loss against Gen G. The unbelievable mentality they have to be able to come back after that and just really take it to Zeta Division. You know, take a rough first half and turn it right on its head on their attacker side and make it just look so good, so clean here.
Oh, and Secret are just using Zeta's habits against
3-person
them.
stack
Zeta now
up here.
has to play with a little less confidence, and they will just
Oh
wait for
boy.
the 5-man push into
Only
B.
person on site,
It's going to
yeah.
be that null command coming out as well. Already onto the site, Jeremy finds Zero Run from behind. He's waiting for the up peak depth.
Have you got another one in you?
Before. Backup has arrived. Can he get a second? He's holding on to Boathouse, but he's starting to get surrounded. The jump peak, the shorty, it's not enough to clean it up. And it comes down to Laz once again. Just how many times can the IGL of Zeta Division handle this pressure? Trying to keep the Japanese squad alive, you have to imagine this one's nigh impossible once again. Sakura Vandal in hand, but it's not going to save them this time as Team Secret will rise to match point.
Unbelievable. They're just dismantling Zeta right now. You know, Depp,
4 chances.
he's stuck there. He can get that first one, but then he needs someone to bail him out. He needs someone else to find another kill to create an off angle that he can work off of. And it just didn't happen. I mean, Jesse Bash tucked himself right around the door. How many times have we seen that here in kickoff where you don't check a corner, you get punished instantly, and Team Secret loves to be a team that
Envy,
hides in those
he
nooks
just
and
plays so
crannies.
many situations so
So
well.
aware of it. So
It's
everything in the
ridiculous.
kitchen sink here for the side of Zeta. They put their economy all into it. You do have the Outlaw, Stinger, Bulldog, couple Guardians. You have the Hunter's Fury for Yuran. But also Jesse Vash has a Hunter's Fury as well, and we've seen that he's so good at finding those opportunities to use it with his own recon utility.
Very aggressive with it as well. I mean, not just kind of timing based on luck, but really just forcing Zeta's hand. And again, somehow,
Who goes for if they beat each other?
has hit Zeta so hard that they
Depending on
flew all
the
the way back to
Zeta score,
2023,
at the
just
moment,
playing
Team
so
Secret.
passively,
If Zeta beat
not able
Gen
to find
G,
that first contact that they've been digging
Team
for
Secret,
throughout this kickoff,
unless the rounds are
perhaps
crazy,
they're just going to need another month or
I'm pretty
two
sure
to
Team
regroup,
Secret go
because
through.
after this, their chances looking nigh impossible. Of course, we'll
because the first map was a slaughter as well, and they're gonna win 2-0.
Check for Depp's position because he's been up here a couple
Yes,
times, and if Jesse's got it on download,
I mean, they've punished it a couple times as well. Maybe not always with a kill, but they have pushed him away from it. Now Fragment onto the site at the ready. It's going to be a perfect set execute coming in. Jeremy, they hear the Outlaw once, and there's Huntress Furious just trying to clear things out. Uran will get that kill for himself, trying to keep them at bay, but the forces have still come through.
Yeah, and that is
And
it.
now site taken over, 2v4. Huntress Fury still alive for Jesse Vash, mind you. Team Secret will play this patiently, a little bit lax on that door closing, but still numbers advantage and the post plant available for the Team Secret squad. Door broken, and NDG so snappy with it, and Jesse Vash will get the last headshot. A
Convincing.
2-0
That
victory,
attack
back from
half,
Team Secret
that
will
attack
keep
half
them in
though.
contention for playoffs.
Both of them had very good attack
unbelievable.
halves.
And so for Zeta,
They're a good example of
now you're looking
just
into that
how
next
the game can
match.
snowball as well with the ults and the pistol in the 3rd round.
and
think
get the
ZETA
win.
have a little bit to work on some of these maps. I'm a bit worried for them going against Gen G here.
Yeah, I mean, and even then, I do believe